Soden House was built in 1926 for John and Ruth Soden by Lloyd Wright Jr., who was the architect. They moved in by the end of 1926, but then their life seemed to take a wrong turn because not only were they divorced 3 years later, but one of them would later be murdered. In 2003, Dr. George Hodell's son, Steve Hodell, came out with a book stating that his father was the killer of the Black Dahlia, and that his father not only killed Elizabeth Short, but bisected her in the Soden house. We went into the house. I had one goal and one goal only, to see if we could get confirmation from Spirit that Steve Hodell was right and that George Hodell killed not only Elizabeth Short, but at least 35 other women. And we got that confirmation. But what happened after that was an experience none of us will ever forget.
Are they saying Schumacher?
Are you kidding me? You know who Schumacher is?
No idea.
Oh my God. The man who built the Los Feliz murder house. In that moment, there's a lot of shock happening. My first priority after leaving the Soden location was not to look at the Soden footage. It was to go back and re-examine the Los Feliz footage with a new eye. And shockingly, there were a lot of connections.
Kind of straddling feels like two worlds here. She just told me to talk about the doctor. She keeps saying to bring up the doctor.
Geez, for George, that doesn't make any sense.
She said to me that she's with Elizabeth.
Karen had a dream seemingly from Elizabeth Short. She showed her what happened the night of her murder.
And I look up, and out of this light, George Hodell spins out of this alcove, and he looks at me with this demonic look, and he goes, "Let's go."
And that would lead us to our next location.
Around the time of the Sodens, as that was going on, the beginning of the paying off of the cops and everything was going on. Everything happened around the same time, both these stories, but they eventually have a meeting point, and I think that's Elizabeth Short.
The connective tissue is Lloyd Wright Jr. The fact that he built Navarro, he built Soden, he built the Wayfarers Chapel, he had a hand in the Ennis House, and all of these places have these really weird and awful things that happen in there. I can't explain it, but when you have a centralized figure that's the hub of weird stuff that happens in different places, maybe that person needs a little more attention.
I have no freaking idea what the hell is going on in this house, but I'm ready for this damn shoot to be over.
Then you're seriously getting smashed, eh?
It's George.
As in,
Yes, our buddy, Mr.
oh, for
Dr.
God's
Hodell.
sake, why would that come through here?
Why
Honest to
indeed?
God, I don't know.
This house has a little bit of a life of its own, it feels like. And they're bringing me back to that image of like a fun house or a house of horrors. Like, I kept feeling like I'm walking into this weird, confusing mirror maze. I totally get it, because at every twist and turn, you think it's gonna be a corner and there's another staircase leading somewhere else. Like right now, I wouldn't even know how to get back down to where I just came from, because I'm so like twisted around. This house physically reflects the energy that it has. Like that is the energy of this house. It doesn't reveal its secrets easily, she told me. She keeps telling me the basement, go or down, like go. I have to go down. I have to go under.
Just note, there was a spirit to your left this whole time. It's still there. You're actually touching it. Yeah, right there.
It's gotta be her.
It's right there.
Hey, girl. Can we go down this way?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So as we were driving along, I felt this intense pressure around my neck. And it's as though I was being strangulated. I was definitely female. This pressure at the back of my head, and then it's almost like a thumb was pushing into the corner of my eye. I felt an injury in my arm from my elbow to my wrist.
Break. So there must be history of a break. Yeah, it feels like I can't see out of this eye, and that could be potential.
Sam's here, I heard. Sam. I don't know who that is.
Louis Samuel, who had it built by Lloyd Wright Jr.
She's not letting Sam get through. She just keeps saying it was never Sam's intention for this house to become what it did, is what she told me to say. Like, whatever energy is being pulled in to this place. She showed me that bedroom I was just in again. There's like a vortex of energy, or there like a little bit of a center in that room where I feel like it pulls quite a bit in. It wasn't Sam's intention, she keeps saying. It wasn't really Sam's intention. It was somebody else. I don't know if Sam had this house built, or he was the first owner or something, but I don't think it was his intention to create something that pulled in negativity. Whoever either commissioned it or asked for it, or I feel like there's another mastermind behind that, which I will try to get to in a second. This place attracts a lot of tragedy around youth, young people. She said youth is wasted in this house.
She's a little bit more riled up now.
I'm telling you, she feels...
She's just moving around a lot. Now she looks like she's looking out.
She's
Is that
distracted.
a window? Is that a window or something?
She just got distracted again. It's so funny you say that.
Yeah, she's looking for somebody maybe.
Somebody's coming, I feel. There's another entity that's stepping forward. Somebody's coming, is what she just said to me. Someone's coming.
And it looks like she's looking out the window. Like peeking out. Wow, this is fucking nuts.
Like, I feel like incoming is what she's saying to me, but I feel like there's some entity from somewhere. I just got a headache. From somewhere else that's trying. She said, move. Okay.
Yeah, she's pushing you.
These are mirrored, so we
She was like pushing him, leaning on him.
The same thing?
She's still there.
It was on your left, woman, because these are mirrored.
I still got her. She's still standing here.
So I wonder,
I'm gonna go back up, because if she told me to move,
Later.
it's like she keeps hiding me from something.
This victim had a sexual assault. It was quite intense because there was a stabbing pain. And then I found myself kind of euphoric watching the signs, and trying to remember what path I was going on, where I was, like what street am I on? Almost like I was drugged and being taken somewhere.
I smelled alcohol in here before and saw parties and things, but now I feel like I'm seeing drugs. Someone who had like a serious dependency issue or something must have lived in this house.
Yeah. He was a drunk, but he was only a drunk when he wasn't working.
It was just either like a party every night, or when they did, it was like everybody came and everyone was drunk, high, this, that, like I feel like a lot, like anything went at these events that she's showing me.
Define anything went.
Anything that you wanted to do, as long as she just chimed in. She said to me, she goes, it's not as long as you were having fun. She said, as long as whoever was doing it was having fun. A lot of not so nice stuff happens in this house, like with sex, with people probably being raped, but all in the name of, oh, it was a party, it was fun.
And I can feel my head hitting something like repeatedly. It's almost like I'm being dragged. She must have had a hip injury or something in her groin, because again, the pain has returned. There might have been marks around her ankles.
She said to me, like, Steven, this lady's kind of funny. She goes, it's important. Just like, she's very, as much as we're talking about what stuff that's getting heavier and heavier, she seems a little off the cuff. She's not really afraid to say what she has to say about all of this. It's funny because she backs off and then she comes back, and it's like, she said, it's not that I'm afraid of anyone. She said, people on the other side are trying to stop her from speaking and screw with the energy. So she said, that's why I have to keep hiding you in this house, like energetically. Like, she keeps moving me in a different room and putting me somewhere so that like they can't It's so funny, but she keeps showing me like a bubble around everyone in this room, that we're like, almost as if we're hidden from whatever else is here or whoever else is trying to get in the way. But she, for the life of me, will not let me talk to whoever it is. She keeps saying, she's protecting, like she does not want me to. It is, I've never had a spirit do this with me so intensely, but she keeps saying like she doesn't want me specifically to engage, and I don't know what that's about. And she said again to me, like, youth is wasted in this house. You shouldn't be connecting with this energy. She keeps showing me, oh my God, she's showing me such horrible images of this woman. Literally, I feel like I'm being beaten to death. Like it's so violent. And I keep seeing it throughout this space. Like, I don't know if that's how she died or if that's just what was going on with her. And it's strange too, because she showed me a brunette and then she showed me like a blonde. I don't know if this is different women who are experiencing this in this place, or if she had her hair color changed at different times, but I feel like I'm being, oh my God, it's like a life of torture I keep feeling in this place. This house may seem beautiful and historic and whatever else, but the energy is so the opposite. Okay, she said to me, I did not die here. She said, I didn't pass here. She said, I just know, she said, I know everything that was going on. She said to me, cover up. There was a cover up is what she said. Whatever was going on in this house was not fully either admitted to, found out. There is so much more to the story of this place. And at the center of it, I keep seeing someone with a lot of power, whether it's an executive or it's someone who had influence, had power.
I'm executing it from here, but I don't do anything. I push buttons. My puppets do what they are told.
And I feel like either he lived here or this is where he used to come to do whatever he used to do, and she keeps showing me these parties again, so there's some kind of connection with, I mean, it doesn't have to be 100 people in this space, it could be a party with 3 people, but it's just the vibe that I'm getting, and it's almost like a predatorial, like luring people in order to prey on them.
The lure, I keep saying the lure coming through is really quite a major thing.
She keeps saying father, not like a priest, but she wants me to acknowledge her. I feel like her dad may have known something about this or was involved in this, so she keeps saying like a father energy. She brought forward a woman on the other side. She's blonde. She kind of reminds me of Anna Nicole Smith a little bit. Like that's like the look, you know, like big, busty blonde. Like that's what she keeps showing me. She was married to someone much older than her. So I think it was the gentleman that she keeps showing me connected to the space. But I feel like there's a big age difference, and it's not a marriage or a partnership of love. She also showed me losing a baby, abortion, miscarriage. I keep hearing that same thing over and over again. We're all victims of this. We're all victims of this. Whatever's going on in this house, I know it's going to sound so convenient to say this looking at current events, but it really does feel like that whole Me Too, Hollywood, what are you going to give me if I'm going to give you the part? Like, it's that type of energy. It doesn't have to be in movies, but it's that get ahead, I'm going to abuse you because I'm in control and I'm in power energy. And this woman is making me feel like part of the reason why we're here is because we're supposed to expose that it's been going on, like it happened here too. It's not just now, it wasn't, you know, for a few years ago. Like this is an ongoing thing, and this is just another piece of the puzzle is what I feel. Back to the gruesome scene she showed me. I keep seeing a woman getting pushed, getting hit, and she's showing me like literally being dragged, I think by her hair, or maybe it's like the back of her shirt, and I feel like oh my God, like I'm tied up somewhere, like that I can't move, whether it's to a chair or chained to something. It's like someone was imprisoned in this house, like someone was like a prisoner.
This started to sound very familiar to our other locations.
She keeps telling me to call this place a prison, she said. It's almost like being in jail when you're with this guy. I feel like physically like I'm chained or oh God, she keeps showing me like ropes and gags, and
She's trying to show me handcuffs here too, which is really quite there's this, whether it's a sexual thing or not, I don't know, but she's trying to bind in my mind where I'm pinned and I can't escape that pin. You know, I'm tied up, I'm screwed, I can't go anywhere.
This could be S&M stuff, but it doesn't feel like I'm enjoying it. It's not consensual. It's very, just such terrible energy.
Now it's interesting because I can see the victim and this male, but I also see somebody else in the shadows. So I don't know if there's another participant or other people watching or somebody like a witness. Whoever this is, she had a lot of upper injuries as well. Her shoulder, collarbone.
This lady's so funny. She keeps telling me go outside. So I said out here. She goes, no, go, like, she keeps wanting me to leave, this lady, and I keep telling her I'm here for the night, like I'm not leaving, and she keeps going, just go, like it's okay. It's almost like I feel like she's trying to like mother me, and she's like, honey, it's okay, you don't have to be here anymore. And I'm like, no, you don't understand, this is my job. Like I have to. This woman really is a nice woman, and when she passed, you know, she's not coming through very elderly. She's coming through a little bit younger to have passed, and she seems like she just knew a lot and sat on it her whole life and didn't say anything about what was going on. She said she worked, hold on, this is important. She's got some kind of Hollywood connection, like movies, TV, celebrities, because she said she worked with them, but wasn't one of them. Like, I'm not talking to a celebrity or someone who was in front of the camera. She somehow traveled in their circle, worked behind the camera. there's some involvement in notable people, famous people, that type of thing. You know, everything she shows me, I ask her to take me to where it happened, show me where it happened, and she's not bringing me anywhere.
And you're sure we're in this house? Just because based on
It could be connected to something else?
Steve Hodell's mother, Dorothy, had never come through to us before, but I was beginning to suspect that this was her from the following clues. Before being married to George, she was married to actor-director John Huston. She was also a radio and screenwriter. The name Stephen, father, buxom blonde who had a relationship with an older man, being George Hodell. Tamar's abortion from the incest with George. Dorothy being beaten, tied up. But the real cincher was her being dragged by the hair. During the incest trial, Tamar Hodell told the police about George's lust for violence and one particular incident. And it was when George dragged Dorothy up the driveway by her hair. The big question was, what was Dorothy Hodell doing at the Samuel-Novarro House? And you're sure we're in this house?
It could be connected to something else? It's possible. It very well could be, because you know that happens to us all the time. It 100% could be. And it's funny, I may even say that it is, because she's not giving me a specific place where this happened in this house. She's just showing it to me, like, you know, like that I'm supposed to say that this happened. But again, as we've discovered, everything seems to be linking up. There's something about that bedroom I was in upstairs again that I feel like it's just very heavy up there, and I feel like it's pulling energy in. You know, someone must have lived here who dabbled in, like, I don't want to say occult stuff, but maybe they had like a medium here or seances or something. Somebody did some kind of like spirit stuff in this house, I'm feeling. It's not just one time, one person. I think it's been like through the years or something that this has gone on. She said to me, Sam watches everything. She said, Sam sees everything. This guy comes through with a lot of guilt, though. The Sam. I'm getting him as a man. Like, I feel like he feels bad for whatever happened here. Like that he's either responsible or. But again, it feels like the energy of the house that he feels responsible for, or like almost like I created a monster, is what he keeps saying. Smith. I heard Smith. It's funny they showed me Anna Nicole before, because now I feel like it's the last name connection too. I don't know who Smith would be, although we do know that Karen's last name is Smith.
When Joe said the name Smith, I knew he wasn't talking about Karen because it was a name I had recently looked into. A name that opened the doors into a hidden network that quietly operated behind Hollywood's most powerful walls. His name was William T. Smith, one of the most significant American figures associated with the Ordo Templi Orientis, also known as the OTO. Why does that matter? Because William Smith wasn't operating in isolation. He was deeply embedded in a small elite social circle that included scientists, intellectuals, artists, and men who were actively experimenting with alternative belief systems. And crucially, George Hodell was already connected to that world. George Hodell's close friend, Baron von Heringa, was not just casually acquainted with William Smith, they were very close friends. So close, in fact, that Heringa regularly spent time with Smith and with rocket scientist Jack Parsons at a place known as the Parsonage. This isn't a coincidence, it's a gathering point. The Parsonage was a social hub where ideas were exchanged, boundaries were tested, and Crowley's philosophy of Thelema was actively explored. Parsons, one of the founders of jet propulsion, was also a devoted follower of Aleister Crowley. Through him, Thelema took root in Southern California, not as a theory, but as a lived practice. Thelema, created by Aleister Crowley, taught one central idea, that an individual's true will was sacred, and that moral, sexual, and spiritual limits were meant to be challenged in pursuit of it. Crowley himself didn't need to be president in Los Angeles. His ideas traveled through people like Parsons and through networks like the one surrounding William Smith. Now, this is where the picture sharpens. William Smith, Jack Parsons, Baron von Heringa, and through Heringa, that ecosystem overlaps directly with George Hodell. What matters here is not documentation of a formal membership. What matters is proximity. George Hodell moved easily within the elite transgressive circles, doctors, artists, Hollywood insiders. Whether or not he formally belonged to the OTO almost misses the point. Influence doesn't require initiation, it requires access. Now, enter Ramon Navarro, a major Hollywood star, a private man, someone living within Hollywood's unspoken underworld where secrecy, sexuality, and reputation quietly collided. not through shared beliefs, but through shared space. The same rooms, the same circles, the same silences. And this brings us back to the house. Lloyd Wright's architecture wasn't just about design. It was about control. Control of space, control of visibility, control of who entered, and what remained hidden. These homes functioned as enclosed worlds, ideal environments for privacy, secrecy, and experimentation beyond public scrutiny. When these same people and same ideas and same social networks continue to surface around the same locations, the pattern becomes impossible to dismiss. What we're uncovering is a reoccurring overlap of people, places, philosophies that thrived quietly behind closed doors. And when a name like Smith's emerges during an investigation, it doesn't stand alone. It activates a network. And once you see that network, the question is no longer, is this connected? But how much of this has been hiding in plain sight?
I just asked her, I said, where else am I supposed to go? What else am I supposed to see? She said, the energy in this house hides. She said, that's why I'm able to protect you in this room from whatever else is here, which again is not the best for investigating because I need to get to the bottom of whatever this is. But at the same time, I feel like that's a key piece of information that the energy in this house hides.
Who is the leader of the cult we're looking for? Who is that?
My guides will never allow someone to tell me something if it's not gonna benefit me in one way or another with what I'm trying to accomplish. There is a very specific reason why this woman keeps saying the energy in this house moves, it hides, and she's showing it to me almost like there's a ball of negativity and it just like, no pun intended with this here, but it just like moves from like place to place in the house, and it's like a slow moving, like it just like scans the house almost as if it's like this. It's not one entity though. I've never wanted to call a house alive in my life, but that's what it feels like that this place has its own, like a mind of its own, and it's got this like negative energy that just like, I keep seeing it as like this ball of like darkness, and it just travels through the house and it does something to pull it. Like, if you're ever in the same room as this, I will let everybody know if I feel it in my space, but I'm almost positive it would drain like every battery around, pull the energy out. It's such a negative like pull on the energy. And again with the youth, she keeps saying youth, like it's not, it's like destroyed. Like this house doesn't want to see any creation or any youth. It's like it wants to keep like darkness and death and decay like that. It's such a weird energy for a house to have. At some point tonight, I'm like saying this to the ghost guys, we have to go back up to that top bedroom because there is such a concentration of energy up there. It's like ridiculous. Like I'm surprised that I didn't pick up on more up there because I feel like that's a hub of either like paranormal activity or where a murder happened, or it's terrible energy up there.
Did you just see that? Seriously?
What was that?
The bench just moved on me.
I saw you go like that, and I
Wow.
looked.
I heard it.
Lisa?
The bench just moved on me.
Yeah, I saw.
I heard something.
While Maureen was driven down the hill for her walkthrough, I took the opportunity to shoot some B-roll, but I didn't get very far before first Joe, then Kelvin stopped me with information they were still getting about the house.
Yeah. So when I walked in here just now, I smelled blood, like iron, like when you bite your tongue and you bust your lip or something, and you get that like iron blood smell. Second I walked up the stairs, just for a quick second, nothing in this house lasts. Like it's just like you get an impression real quick and then it just disappears. But yeah, this room is just, there's something so off about this room. Something so off. I don't know how anybody could sleep in here.
Hey,
What's going on?
John's trying to figure out an entry point.
Yeah?
There's too much going on up there with all the guys, but just a hypothetical. That room's really bad, and I keep getting two people, and I'm trying to figure out an entry point, how I got in, and what I mean by that is, how do I get in here to cut people up? It's kind of weird.
How do I get in to cut people up?
Yeah.
Murdered.
Yeah. How do I get in here to... Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm puffing because I've been up and down the house 3 times. When I went up there just before, earlier today, I had the guy coming from one side, the female from the other side, and I was getting really confused. And when I went up there just a minute, like a little bit before, there's 2 people in the bed. And I'm like, huh? I can't figure that out. And then there's blood everywhere, there's splatter all over the place. It's a horrendous mess.
In the bedroom?
Yeah. But I don't know whether this is what I'm getting confused by. That's right. It's like, is it the thought of the person that was in the bedroom? Is it them reliving their memories? Or did it actually happen? That's what I'm getting confused by.
Paul and Tom Ferguson went over to his house one night. Paul, the older brother, and Ramon retired to the bedroom. He was beaten to death. And the details are pretty lurid and gory. They broke his face, they broke his nose, they broke his eye socket, bashed him in the back of the head. Once he was on the bed, they grabbed a lamp cord and they tied his ankles and they brought it up and they tied his wrists behind his back. And he was asphyxiated on his own blood. He choked on his own blood. Cause of death was multiple lacerations of the nose, lips, mouth, and fracture of nasal bone and right second incisor tooth. Aspiration of blood, tracheobronchial tree and lungs, multiple lacerations and contusion, scalp, subdural, and subarachnoid hemorrhage.
If there was a scenario like that in this house, then obviously it's happened here. But then I get confused between the thought pattern. Am I making shit up in my head? What the hell is going on? Why am I running around like, how do I get an entry point into this house? I go right back down to the base of that garage door, the side one, and then I start from there, and then I start coming back up, and then I go right back to the top through the bedroom, and I nullify, because that door's too loud. If I broke that to get in, they'd hear me. See what I'm saying? So the entry point potentially is downstairs. If there was an entry point, that would be it. And they've come through, and then I thought, oh, I'll go through here, up and around, which goes up to the side of the bedroom, but I can't access that because that's too loud too, so I'll come back down and come up through here. I don't know, it's just freaking weird. All I keep getting in that bedroom list is lots of blood. Lots. And I don't know whether it's the person that was living here had actively been out in the world doing that, or it's actually happened. This is what I can't determine. That's pissing me off a little bit.
Maureen's vision was the reason we're at this location. And usually we don't have a problem with spirit until nightfall. But the energy in this house seemed to not abide by the rules. Because of the delays, Maureen would have to do her walk at night. And I had to wonder, would the energy get any stronger?
You know, a while back, I can't remember how many months ago, I had a vision about this square house. And I just kept seeing all these blocks. And now that I'm in here, I can see all the things coming back to me that I saw. As I was pulling up, I could feel somebody with their hands around my neck, strangling me, and my head bouncing off stairs. I had all these intense pressure. And then stabbing pains elsewhere throughout my body and being drugged. As I'm stepping into this area, my heart's starting to really race and pick up momentum. And I'm really feeling a female. And I'm seeing this gentleman. Whoa. Seeing this gentleman, well-dressed, shorter dark hair, seems stylish. My heart is like gung 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 gung.
So's mine.
Is it? It's crazy. Like, okay, I saw this pool, so I know I'm in the right house that I saw. And as I'm tuning in more to spirit, I can feel my throat constricting. It's almost like they're not wanting me to pick up on anything and say what I'm seeing. Does this go around? Mm-hmm. Okay. As I'm coming here, I'm getting like so disorientated and feel very like uneasy and when I was seeing this vision of some stairs, I could actually see a few steps like this and this gate, but it felt like a dead end, like I couldn't get out. And I don't think this is the gate that I see the victim shaking to get out. So I'm just gonna go back that way. As I'm getting back towards this area, I'm starting to feel shaky and the energy again. So I know that whatever has happened and transpired is more this way. All through the drive here, I was seeing the concrete steps, and this whole house has concrete steps everywhere. And I can just see the female panicked. As she was driving here, she's like looking out the window. So I do feel like she was like intoxicated. She was confused. She was paying attention to the signs like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And she was watching like the exits of where am I going? Because I'm also getting the sensation that there was something here. So it was either like something thrown over her head, taped here, like something's over her. The energy in this house is so interesting. When I come to the center of this room, again, I get the shakes. This could be the energy of the victim. Like, I feel so euphoric, like I am like spinning and I feel high myself. Something must have transpired in this room. It must have started here and gone elsewhere, dispersed elsewhere, because it's so dense with whatever spirit is here right now. I'm almost like unbalanced when I'm walking, so I'm having to brace myself. As I'm moving further away from this side of the house, standing here, my voice is wanting to go. And so they're not wanting me to say exactly what happened here. There is an injury happening in my knee, so the victim could have fallen and hit their knee really hard, and it was hard to keep moving and running. I'm still not finding the stairs that I hit my head on, which is really frustrating for me. And I think that because the house is so maze-like, this is part of the victim's confusion, is that she doesn't know where she is, so she can't find it. And so I'm tuning into the energy of her confusion. I definitely feel sexual assault, a very graphic intensity. I don't think that the murder happened in this room, but it's very dense energy in here.
So we're out here by the pool, and I had a strong feeling about this area, so I just wanted to do a quick EVP session with John real quick. Ramon, I had a quick question for you. I can tell you that I feel this area was very loved by you. It was kind of a place where you can relax. And I just wanted to know, earlier I saw a shadow figure standing by the edge of the pool, and I was wondering if that was you. I just have a few more questions for you, Ramon. Were you killed? Were you killed because of a targeted hit? Or were you killed because you were getting into some weird stuff with those boys? Do you miss living at this house? Is there a dark entity that travels between the homes built by the right families? Just shut off. It cut off. I wasn't done.
So can I just ask, I'm going to put it out there.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked about portals in the last Los Feliz, is it? I think. Yeah, we're talking about portals. Those portals were in the wall. And I've been looking all day. And then I just had this epiphany. What about the floor in the bedroom? Not the wall. Does that make sense to you? So instead of putting the portal in the wall, it's in the floor. So if you were to draw a...
like a pentagram?
Yeah. and have sessions in there.
In the bedroom.
Yeah.
That could be.
Could be the entry point.
I mean, I didn't see it.
No.
That's what's I didn't see
I've
anything.
been blindsided all day
Right.
by it. So I think I might pay to go up and just sit up there again and just have a
right.
look. Spiritual look, that is. We did? Cool? Yeah.
I wanted to get everybody up here because I think that whatever's here got all their strength together last night when they were listening to us, talk about how as a team we were going to be strong. And something just tells me that we needed to get together as a team to fight back and pull all of our energy together in one room so that maybe we can get the answers that they keep trying to block from us. That's why I wanted to put everybody in one room as hard as it is, and this seems to be the room that we need to be in, as miserable as it is. That was my thoughts. Anybody else have any thoughts?
I hate this room.
Sitting in here for a while, I'm picking up on like really intense like sex stuff, but not, it seems consensual, but I know someone's not happy about it. I'm definitely picking up on a different situation from what I was picking up on earlier. I kind of feel like there was a relationship that this man had where he thought that he could trust this person, and there's almost like, I don't like the sex stuff. I keep seeing them, and I feel like there's such manipulation coming from it, where I feel like it's what the person used to make this man trust him, or I feel like whoever that is betrayed him, and I think that's the reason why he ended up murdered, because of this person. Like, and I just feel so sick over it, because I feel you know how it is when you read and you feel the victim's emotions and what they were going through, and I feel the betrayal and like that sick feeling of like, oh my God, like I gave so much of myself and now here I am. And I just keep seeing these scenes play over and over in this room, which is different from the bloody violence that I kept feeling in here earlier. So it could be two different things, could be the same thing. I don't have an answer about that currently.
Energetically, what can we do as a group to try and become stronger so that not only can you guys get stuff, but when we turn on the geoport or even the stealth box that's running right now, that we can maybe get the answers that we need to get?
Maybe we could just ask, because from my experience today, I feel like I've been pulled all over the place. The uncertainty is really massive. So there's a secret or secrets that they're trying to hide that's quite significant to the point where they don't want it out. So what we would do is just outwardly say, okay, if whoever lived here, however it went down, whatever happened, are you willing to help us? And one of us three mediums will pick it up, or the ghost boxes will pick it up. But if we don't ask, we don't receive. So we kind of, as I'm speaking now, it's nice to ask that they're safe. We're here not to hurt them, we're here to help them. We're here to make things better for people. So if they're willing to participate, to bring themselves forward now for identification and to be able to reveal what took place.
I think too, if we set our intentions as a group to raise the vibrations, to get clear, concise messages together, united, we'll be successful.
Okay. So, Mr. George Brown, which box you want to use?
I guess we'll run the stealth box. We haven't run it with the audio output on yet today.
So why would Elizabeth Short be standing beside you, Liz?
Because she's part of it, right?
I don't know, because she's just standing here, and I figured that might have been the dark-haired girl I saw earlier today.
I think it might be too. That's what I thought when you said it.
So the significance right now, because we just asked, she's standing here, she's saying, help me, help me.
Is she sincere in her asking for help?
Yes, she's only got a moment, so
Okay.
yes, it might as well ask me questions and I'll answer them for you.
Is that box up and running?
Yes. Should I turn the volume up?
No. Yeah. What do we need to know about Elizabeth? Elizabeth Short? Yeah.
What was the motivation behind her murder?
Pleasure.
I will second that, because she said to me sex, so I'm right there with you, Kelvin.
Is the body parts, the two pieces of her, is that the same?
No.
So her legs and her upper are two different women.
Correct.
Any idea who the other woman might be?
Lost.
David?
Any idea about the murder? About the murderer?
Oh, the murderer.
Yeah, sorry.
You all know.
Dr. Hodel? Was there anybody else working with Dr. Hodel?
Yes. Don't be afraid of what you've found.
Was there any other motivation besides pleasure behind her murder?
I don't know if your ghost box is picking her up, but she's like right in me, man.
Help me.
Oh my God.
How can we help her? Calvin, she's asking for our help. How can we help her?
Did it again. Yeah.
It's okay, calm. She's telling me to stay calm.
I'm kind of freaking out besides.
Stay calm.
Somebody with her, Calvin?
No, not yet. He's coming.
Coming. I'm afraid.
It's okay, it's okay.
Can we protect her?
Yes.
How?
Hurt him.
We need to raise the vibrations of light energy.
Can you turn it up a notch? Whoa, what just fucking happened? Oh, somebody turn on the lights right now. Turn on the lights. Somebody. Lights. Somebody get the lights.
That's called possession, just so you all know.
You know, I get a really weird feeling under this bed.
3 women stepped forward. They helped lure people in. They were part of a bigger ring of people.
There was a man right hanging there a couple weeks ago, and I want to know why it's been removed. I want to know where it went.
There's something specific about each location. They tied together energetically.
He desecrated every damn church.